I'm letting ChatGPT run my life for a year, and last week I got myself into a little bit of a mental rut.
I can't just have all like these happy moments because it's not always going to be happy moments.
And so this week the rut continued.
Okay, so I am still finding it really hard to get motivated. I can't seem to find the energy. As soon as I damaged my calf muscle, that's when it all kind of went downhill, and I just haven't been able to get it back.
So I confessed my sins to Arthur, and this is what he said.
You're in avoidance mode. You're not lazy, but you're doing all this hard work, but seeing no effort. You're applying for jobs, but not getting any. You are walking 5 kilometers a day, but you damage your calf muscle. So your brain does what it has learned to do. Find solace in quick, cheap dopamine hits, gaming, binging on food, watching videos. The problem is, these release dopamine spikes that crash shortly after, leaving you feeling worse and desperate for more. It's a trap. Hard work, like 5-kilometer walks or applying for jobs, results in delayed rewards, so it's not an instant hit. But these dopamine rewards are always better and longer lasting. We need you on small, short tasks to start those rewards firing and to gain momentum. Right now, clean 5 things in your room, have a shower, drink some water, and go for a 5-minute walk.
I don't have my selfie stick, so I'm kind of holding it. But Arthur sent me on like a 5-minute walk today. Even though I told him I can walk 5 kilometers, but he was like, no, just do a 5-minute walk, and I had to get some milk. It was like a kilometer walk. He's just trying to get me to do lots of things to get the momentum back. Arthur said I had to have a healthy lunch, and so there it is.
Okay, my other task for the day was conducting a job assessment that I've been doing with Arthur over the last week. And what this has consisted of was ChatGPT analysing my CV for the key skills and experience that I claim to have within it. And then ChatGPT conducted 1-hour structured assessments in each of those areas to measure how good I really am. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's critical to give me a clear direction of where I stand in the job market, which roles I should be targeting, and what skills I should be improving on. Today, I did the data engineering assessment, the one I thought was my weakest strength.
I am blowing away. And then like one of the tests he's going to do is going to get me on data engineering, and I was like, well, that's, I know enough data engineering to get me by because I've always had to build these things in all the organizations that I've been in. I sort of thought, it's just enough for me to be able to do my data analytics. Turns out he actually really likes my data engineering skills, and he thinks that's the role I should be applying for. So I was like, are you sure? So I sent him my CV, and he said, when I look at your CV, it makes an even stronger case. So all the jobs, and when I see data engineer roles, I skip past them because I thought I just knew enough to get by. So that's fucking crazy. So I guess I'll be applying for some data engineer roles, which pay more anyway. Okay, I'm on my 5-kilometer walk. Really don't want to go. My brain is just like on overdrive. There's thoughts being like, just take the day off, don't worry about it. So it's like definitely trying to convince me out of it. But I have to admit, checking in with Arthur and telling him, about the day and what should I do now, kind of motivated me to come for the walk, because he's like, okay, not negotiable, make sure you go for the walk. So, so here I am. Okay, so I'm at 3K. It's a little tough because my right calf muscle is like starting to kick in a little bit. Whoo-wee. Okay, done. 5K's locked in, and I'm definitely feeling a little bit of dopamine firing away, And I am going to even though, like, again, my mind is like, oh God, surely that's enough, but I'm gonna go do my job assessment, get that locked down. Oh, I finally feel like it's kicking in and working. I just did one more of those job assessments, and I've just noticed, like, yeah, my mood has gone whoop and picked up because, how I noticed that is, like, all of a sudden I'm just like, I just want to talk to people. So I've rung my friend, I've rung my dad, yapping. I'm just wanting to yap, and then no one wants to talk to me, so you're kind of forced to listen if you're watching the video, so here I am.
Later that night, some weird thoughts started appearing. Not that weird, they appear all the time. Thoughts like, oh, you've worked hard well today. Maybe tomorrow you could take a bit of a breather. So I talked to Arthur about it, and this is what he said.
Ah, that's the reward trap. Right now, your brain is wired to shut down motivation the moment you feel a dopamine hit from hard work. It thinks, mission complete, and tries to coast. The problem? The pathway in your brain for hard work is like an overgrown garden trail, barely used, rough, and slow. Doing this work feels like hacking through weeds. Meanwhile, avoidance and instant gratification, that's a superhighway. We need to flip that. Every time you push through, take a 5-minute walk, start a job application, complete one task, you clear that garden trail a little more. Do this enough, and suddenly, the trail becomes the highway. Hard work starts feeling natural. Progress becomes automatic. That's how you reprogram your brain, one step at a time.
See, I'm walking down my little garden path. All right, today, guys, I've listened to Arthur, what he had to say, and I've taken it to heart. So today, I've decided to end this video on a high note, and to get that fucking dopamine rolling in, I'm gonna try to do an 8-kilometer walk. I have someone on standby to pick me up if I can't. Oh, this is good. Sun shining down. It's nice and windy. I've got nothing wrong with me. My hips are good, my back's good, I'm feeling good. The only thing that's worrying me is this calf muscle that's getting a bit sore, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, came at 2 kilometers, still feeling good. Calf muscle slightly sore. Oh, that's the only thing that's worrying me. I really want this video to end and I did the 8K, guys, congratulations, but I was hoping it's not going to end in, well, I tried. Okay, but everyone, I'm at 3K now, and I know that I've entered into no man's land, because before, I was just surrounded by people. It was like really hard getting recordings because there's just so many people around, and they're all yappers. They were like, so, but now, at 3K, quite far into the track, and the only people that are passing me now are people on bikes. So, okay, I am at 4K. It's sort of good and bad. The calf muscle is definitely getting sore, like I'm limping, and I can see my time slowing down, which isn't a good sign. Oh, but like, see, this wouldn't be so bad because I was doing 5K, I'd only have a K to go. I could push through it, but I've got 4K to go, like I'm only halfway. On the plus side, now I'm heading back. So I'm, like, for the first couple Ks, you feel like you're walking away from where you started, so it just feels like you're going further and further. Now that I'm walking back, it's
going to be like a mental psychological edge where I feel like, okay, this walk's getting shorter and shorter, it's supposed to be longer and longer, if that makes sense. So I'm at 5k, still got 3k to go, which feels like a fucking long ass time. But the way I see it, now I just need to focus on getting to 6k, because once I'm at 6k, then you can think to yourself, man, I've only got 2k to go, which is like nothing, and I'll be in familiar surroundings as well, so this is gonna be the hardest K of the walk. Made it to 6k, everybody. We're breaking records. It's a battle between the physical and the mental. My hips have started chiming in now. My back is definitely sore, but I'm definitely like hobbling along, getting more and more physically over it, which would be expected because I'm already a kilometre past what I'd normally walk. However, now I only have 2k to go. So the further I go, the more mentally I'm like, come on, you've only got 2k to go. So it's kind of like, as I get more sore, that kind of mental energy is starting to pick up. So that's my momentum, that's what I'm clinging to. Okay, if I can just do this 1k, that means I've only got 1k to go, baby, and I can definitely do that. So we keep pushing. Oh, I think I got a bit sunburn. Okay, I think it's fair to say I'm physically and mentally done. Everything's sore. My back, everything, my hips, the calf's getting a little burny. But I've only got 1 kilometre, less than a kilometre actually. I waited a bit so I could record this video. So I'm here, guys, 1 fucking K. And it was non-stop too. Every other time I've done long distances I had like kind of pit stops along the way. This was like non-stop. And that, my friends, is that. 8k in the bag. I've got myself a nice little, God, I'm just so tired, Powerade to drink. It's my little reward, 0 calories. So it's just getting the electrolytes, which is important apparently to stop the cramps, especially in the calf muscles. I feel pretty shattered, but I'm going to feel real good in like half an hour once I've had an ass to sit this chair down. You know what I mean. I'm going to feel real good. Right now, I've got like 100 meters to walk before I can do that. But yeah, 8 kilometers. No stop, well, brief stops to take pictures, but pretty much constant walking. New record I pushed through. So hopefully this little path here, hopefully that's just 1 inch wider towards becoming that highway. And that, my friends, is what I am having for lunch. Chicken breast, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, some hummus, lettuce, and a wholemeal wrap.
Since I recorded that video, I've dropped down to 156 kilograms, so still going strong, and the feelings or needs to like avoid things and, you know, watch YouTube videos, etc. has really reduced, so I definitely feel there's something in this dopamine. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next video.